Alright guys, Monday tee off time, just me again in my house. I'm actually doing some editing for Barnbougle. So that is their scorecard for Lost Farm. Now let's talk about it first. We've just had gailes. We've had gailes. It was Kieran, Brioni, Josh and Richo at Gailes. Fantastic golf course. It's kind of a pity that they did do the greens just before as we got there, but they still roll bloody good. And Gailes is a really nice track, and it was actually really good to see Brioni and Josh come out with us. So we want to get them out a little bit more, maybe not together, maybe separately, but either way, we want to try to get some more trainees and some better players out there so that we can introduce you guys to other people and not just us. You know, Richo and I will try to do as much as we can together, but getting more people out is going to be beneficial to the channel for us, for you guys, and also for them. So a bit of good fun. But Josh and Kieran, the old Bacon Bros, the Baconators, they end up beating Richo and Brioni. Really good golf course. It's that simple. Go check it out, and yeah, go and enjoy Gailes. So Josh and Brioni are both trainees there. I think Brioni's last year, Josh has one more year to go, and just go meet him. I think Scott Adam actually said that he met Brioni, at least Brioni, maybe Josh as well, when their social club played there. So go check them out. And that's kind of the beauty of having people on who work at the golf clubs. If you go see them, introduce yourself, say g'day. It's good for them. Like I said, it's good for you guys. Everybody gets to meet everybody else and make this community that we have a little bit bigger and better. So I'm just kind of hanging on to a seed golf ball as well. I actually don't mind these things, especially the green, the box. The box is really cool. So thanks to the seed guys for sending those. We've got the Country Mile and then the Pro. They're an Irish company, I believe, and I think their products are made in Taiwan. It might not say on here, but the Pro looks a little bit like the Foremost, inside of the Foremost. Three-piece golf ball, bloody good. We've got some numbers. We've got some the review coming of that later on, as we do something else here, which I kind of can't show, but I will kind of show. I will zoom in. There is new product from these guys, as you can see there, and it's not the V6s, but as you can see, most wanted iron on the market, the V6, very good. It's actually the C300 gear. Hang on, my daughter's a bit crook. I'm going to go have a look at it. Alright, back. So my little girl's actually off daycare today. She's got some sort of stomach bugs, so it's all good fun and games, but I thought I'd get away and do this while she's enjoying the television in there. Like I said, yeah, from Wilson, the new gear from Wilson. Embargo is like the 4th, so I can't really show anything about it. You've probably seen some stuff pop up here and there anyway, so you probably know what's coming. It's actually quite exciting. Also new gear that we've got coming is the F8 stuff. I want to get the Titleist 718 gear. A bit hard to get the Titleist gear, but anyway. New Bridgestone Tour B golf balls as well. That'll be coming up. What else have we got product wise? Yeah, just the Wilson and the Cobra gear. So also we're going into KDV with Peter Shaw about Golf Genius. Golf Genius, like a scoring system, can be used at your clubs. Go check that out. That's really interesting. Golf Zero as well, which is Sho Watanabe down the coast. He works there. It's mainly JDM gear, like Akira and stuff like that. Some Japanese brands. I think they distribute, or at least they sell, a lot of Tour AD shafts, so the DI, the MT, the DJ, MJ, GP, TP, all those shafts, fancy shafts. I've also got a shaft coming, which is a Project X 11, was it 1100, the T1100, so it's a bit fancy. So the T800, that's in the Epix standard, same graphics as it, but it's the real stiff tip, all that stuff. So it'd be very interesting to try those two shafts up against each other as well. There's also a new Callaway gear coming, the irons for us. There's also a new driver coming. You might have seen something about it. It's not coming out for a little bit, so I can't really talk about it either. TaylorMade the same. And speaking of TaylorMade, actually, while we were in Tasmania at this place, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, Kingston Beach. Really good golf course down there. I actually mucked around with the TaylorMade mill grind wedge, so I might be doing some mucking around with some wedges and see how it goes, because certainly the conditions down there, it worked really well mucking around with it after our round. I don't know how it'll go up here, but I'll do some testing and see what happens. So I'm going to answer a quick question here. I don't want to answer too many, because Richard and I are going to get together and we're going to do more of this. We're going to do a Monday show for another fortnight. But this one's from Jerry Manley. He's saying, great match, Brioni hits it lovely and straight. I wish I could do the same. Yes, Jerry, so do I. Brioni does hit it very good. Talking about rules, Alan, if a ball hit is touching the out of bounds white marker on the inbound side, is it still in bounds? The answer is yes. So I believe the whole golf ball has to be out of bounds to be considered out of bounds, and that's going to be the discretion of your playing partners or your marker at the card. So the whole ball has to be out of bounds to be considered out of bounds. Even if a little bit's in, I believe that is still in bounds. So Barnbougle, so that's one question. Send in some more questions. But Barnbougle is where we went. Kieran and I and my wife went to Barnbougle. We played Lost Farm. What did we play there? I think we played Stableford there. We played Barnbougle Dunes, which is the other course on Barnbougle. And then we played Kingston Beach with Scott Timmins at Kingston Beach. So we've got all those coming up. We've got all the product reviews and stuff coming up as well. Some Strixon gear, some of the 765 and the blade, and there's a whole lot of stuff coming. But just talking about this place, I think it's rated, they're both rated in the top 5 in Australia. It's magical. I mean, we really don't see courses like that in Australia, or at least up in Queensland anyway. So down around Mornington and stuff in Melbourne, there's a lot more links style tracks, whereas this is true links. I think this is the 2 of the true links golf courses in the Southern Hemisphere, I believe. But Lost Farm, it's a little bit more open. It's still up and down. There's some really tough holes there, but we got blessed with the weather because it was not windy at all. It probably got up a little bit at the dunes, but not really. It was probably no more than 2 club breeze. And then at Kingston Beach with Scott, it was myself, Scott, and Kieran. We played split sixes, and it was just good fun. Like that golf course, there's basically 3 courses in Hobart, in Tasmania, and this is ranked number 3, and it is the best greens I've ever putted on. Like they really and truly were just immaculate. So bent and power, and probably running at 12-ish thereabouts, maybe 11.5 or something like that. And they were even better a couple of weeks ago. So kudos to the guys down there, Aiden and Scott and all the guys down there. So first one that you're going to see, the first vlog you're going to see is Lost Farm. So there's actually 20 holes down there. We had to do the drone stuff after we'd played the round, and we had to walk and follow it around. So we basically walked 15 odd Ks for the day each day. So that was good fun. Really and truly, if you're in the area, go check out Barnbougle. If you're not in the area, go check out Barnbougle. If you're from overseas, go check out Barnbougle. Really and truly, we might even try to do a tour. I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to get some people to go down to experience that for the first time. It really was fantastic. So we played off the back markers, just Kieran and I. Stableford, he played off his handicap, I think of 8 or 9, and I played off my scratch, which I should have had a handful more shots. But you'll see that coming up, as well as some reviews as well, and we've got plenty of stuff. Like I said, stay tuned guys. Really appreciate you watching our channel, and really appreciate more questions coming in. Also, before I forget, the shirts and everything, the Shaboo shirts, I've sent out a couple of them. Actually, Scott's got his, Nick Halstead should have his pretty soon. I'm just going to get the hats and the belt buckles out. So Ben down in Tassie, I've already sent you yours, mate, or you should already have yours. I dropped it at your doorstep. and everything else should kind of happen, you know, this week or thereabouts. Also heading to the PGA hopefully, so kind of a few big things coming up. It'd be nice to do more travelling after travelling to Tassie. It'd be nice to have Richo with us, but Richo is too busy saving lives. So guys, thanks for checking out the video. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for Barnbougle and plenty of other product reviews. Don't forget to send in some more questions, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.